New at 6, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is launching a new team tasked with one very important purpose: investigating school threats. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is live for us at Mitchell Elementary School. So, Aaron, how is this going to impact how the Sheriff's Office responds to these threats?
Allie, it's going to put this 4-deputy team right at the center of investigations involving school threats, and the sheriff says that's going to make students safer. These 4 Hillsborough County deputies are taking on perhaps the most important assignment of their lives: protecting schools. They're part of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's new School Threat Assessment and Response, or STAR Squad.
The new STAR Squad will allow us to monitor and investigate school threats, not just in our public schools, but in our charter and private schools as well.
Hillsborough School's Chief of Security and Emergency Management, John Newman, says the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Commission, formed following the Parkland mass shooting, realized something very important.
The threat assessment process really needed to be shored up.
Sheriff Chad Chronister determined the best way to handle that is with 4 deputies focused entirely on investigating threats to schools, students, or self-harm. That includes threats made in person and on social media. The team will also identify trends and monitor students who transfer to a different school after making threats of violence.
Threat assessment and that entire process is the only predictor that we have. We'll be able to look at someone's behavior and say, is this a kid screaming for help? If so, how can we help them?
Newman says law enforcement conducted more than 1,500 threat assessments last school year. They work directly with principals, staff, and counselors who often focus on mental health solutions.
This is the forecasting that we can do. This is the predictor, and law enforcement's a big part of that.
He and Sheriff Chronister believe this squad can help make sure kids don't fall through the cracks and lead to on-campus violence that's devastated communities in Florida and across the nation.
The new tools available to our school resource deputies will ensure they respond and neutralize the threat safely while protecting our precious children.
And Chief Newman says this idea really started with the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas Commission, and it's the latest in a series, really, of security improvements that began after the Parkland shooting. It began with, making security tougher around campuses, hardening the security around school campuses throughout Florida, leading to then this focus on mental health and threat assessment. Allie?
Yeah, it is sad that this is our reality, but it is nice to see that the Sheriff's Office there is doing everything it can to be prepared. Aaron, thanks.